Hello and welcome to this international preview and prediction show. England tomorrow night, Tuesday night, they take on Switzerland at Wembley, and they were looking to bounce back after that 2-1 defeat at home to Spain, where Welbeck's goal was annoyingly ruled out for a foul. I don't think it was a foul, but it is what it is. We lost 2-1. England versus Switzerland. This will be really interesting. This game's at the King Power Stadium, Leicester City. It's the first time that they've hosted a Premier League game, an international game for England since 2003, and we'll be looking at bouncing back. They still have some very good players, Switzerland, so this might be a tough fixture. England have lost their last 3 games. Obviously, that would be the semi-final against Croatia, the third place playoff against Belgium, and then of course the Nations League game on Saturday. Switzerland, they went out of the World Cup to Sweden, who eventually lost to England. And then on Saturday night they hammered Iceland 6-0 in the Nations League. So what a win that was for the Swiss. They're in the same tier as England, and they'll be looking at least staying in that tier, with Belgium being the other team in that tier. So really important that they at least consolidate. I think that's the most important thing. But with that 6-0, it's likely that they now will consolidate their position. The last time these two met was in the Euros? No, a European qualifier where England won 2-0, and then 2-0 before. The last time Switzerland beat England, you'd have to go back a very long time, if ever. No, they've never beaten England. 2-0, 2-0, 2-2, 3-1 to England, 2-1 to England, 3-0 to England, 1-1, 2-1 in 1981, 2-1 again, 1-1, and a 3-2 win over Switzerland in 1971. And the first time they met was in 1954. England ran out 2-0 winners. So England will be looking to continue that. There's been some big call-ups by Southgate. He has included in his squad 2 Leicester City players. He's called them up from the under-21s, being Demarai Gray, the winger, and of course Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell, a player that I mentioned on my list of players that will be called up and make their debut in the next 12 months. So I'm not really surprised at that whatsoever. I think Ben Chilwell may start with the injury to Luke Shaw, or maybe Danny Rose will start and he'll come on. But I'm expecting him to get some minutes. It'll be interesting to see where Demarai Gray fits in. We looked a bit lackluster going forward, so that is something that I'm really keen about. Let's have a look at their side. So Jan Sommer will probably be in goal. Sommer is playing for Borussia Mönchengladbach, and he made some incredible saves for Switzerland during the season. Their defence includes Johan Jouru, however you pronounce it, used to play for Arsenal. Shah, who's currently at Newcastle. Tim Klose, who is at Norwich. Also includes Stefan Lichtsteiner, who is the most capped player in the side. He is the Arsenal player who and the captain, so Lichtsteiner is the main man. Going into midfield, we have more players that are currently in the Premier League. Xherdan Shaqiri, probably their main man, and of course Granit Xhaka. Also in the side, you have the likes of Steven Zuber, who is currently at Hoffenheim. So there are lots of okay players. I think that didn't. No, I'm getting confused. But yeah, so up front, there's no one really of note. A couple of Germans, a lot of Germans, German clubs. All 3 keepers play in Germany, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different German players, as well as Xhaka coming from Germany as well, and Klose came from Germany. So a lot of German clubs involved in it, but they do have a fairly good squad. But I think we should have enough to beat them. So there will be a change for Luke Shaw. He won't be starting on Tuesday. He'll be out, obviously, after that horrible head injury that he suffered. Really nasty indeed. So I'd expect that maybe Danny Rose or Ben Chilwell will come in. Maybe he'll try Demarai Gray from the start, but he could change things up in midfield. There are so many options that he could do. he could bring in the likes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He could bring in maybe Eric Dyer. Let me just get up the squad we played. So the lineup was Pickford, Maguire, Stones, Gomez, Shaw, Lingard, Ali, Henderson, Trippier, Rashford and Kane. We could see Alexander-Arnold start. We could see a different goalkeeper, maybe Butland, Bettinelli or McCarthy will play. I can't see Bettinelli being playing, but maybe Pickford will drop up to the bench, and maybe Butland or McCarthy might get his chance. Kyle Walker could come in, Tarkowski. We could change up a lot. Obviously, it's all friendly, so there's a lot more subs allowed. But you know, Welbeck could come in, or Gray could start. So a lot of options in midfield. It could be changed up totally. You could have Dyer, Delph, and Loftus-Cheek, or you could just swap a couple of them. I'd maybe, you know, try a little bit different, and I think that's what he will do, to try and get England back to winning ways after losing the last three. But yeah, I'm going to go for an England win. I'm going to go for about 2-0 to England. I think it will be a tough game. They have some very, very good players, but I think we should have enough to get there to win pretty comfortably in the end, I think. So that's just my opinion. But tell me your thoughts down below on this. Can England you know, get back to winning ways? Tell me your thoughts down below. I really can't see us not getting a win here. I really can't. You know, they have some good players, but I just think that we're too good for them. And you know, we have several good players, but we need to figure out what the plan is with the up front. Will he stick with Rashford and Kane? Could he play Gray up there with him? Gray obviously started in that centre forward role for Leicester against Liverpool, so maybe that's an option. Welbeck came on and made an impact. Maybe he would start, but I quite like Rashford, so I think I'd keep with Rashford just to see how he does. Obviously, it's a different kind of role that he plays for England that Southgate wants him to play, rather than at Manchester United, where he's more out wide. He will be more central. So that is really interesting. I think he prefers being more central. That was his natural position. Sorry, growing up as a young lad. So lots of things to think about. I think Dyer might get a start over Henderson, and then maybe Loftus-Cheek. But we'll have to see. But I'm going to go for a comfortable 2-0 win at the King Power Stadium. It's really nice that they're playing it somewhere else. I think this is really good. If we have two friendlies, we should have one at Wembley and then one elsewhere. There are so many places that you could take it. You could take it to, you know, Birmingham. You have two options. You could take it to Manchester, Southampton, Portsmouth, maybe. But yeah, there's loads of options that you could take it all over the country and let more people see, because it's a very long way to travel if you're not based in the London area. Where I live, it took us 4 hours to get there. That's a very long time to travel. But you know, and it would be worse for those up north in the Newcastle, you know, northeast area. It would take even, you know, much longer than that, and that is something that they need to consider to try and get more people interested and more people to care about England. They had the iron hot after the World Cup. Everyone got on the bandwagon, but they need to continue to get more people through and watch England and care about the England system again. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please tell me your predictions down below. You know, tell me what you think will happen. It really means a lot when people leave their predictions for any game. Like and subscribe if you're new. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Mike. He's been Alfie, and I will see you soon.